How's all the family doing out there in YouTube world? Us, we still doing the same. Wife's sicker than a dog. She been shitting like a dog eating peach seeds. Throwing up. Daughter, she's still a pain in the neck, like always. But I had a dream this morning that has me freaked out still. My dad died in June of 2006. And I went to sleep. When I went to sleep, I was asleep for about 2 hours. And in my dream, my dad came to me, and he had both my grandmas that had passed away and both my grandpas. One grandpa died before I was ever born, so I never got to meet him. And they had my great uncle who's passed away. And in my dream, my dad told me, he said, "Get up, son. We're here to visit. You need to get up and get dressed." So I got up. And when I woke up, I thought that he was really here. And I realized after I woke up that they're all dead. So I don't know what the dream's about. I guess they just wanted to visit a little bit, but I don't know. And that was the worst days of my life right there. It was late at night one night, and I was sitting around watching TV, and I got a phone call. It was my stepmom. And she was telling me that my dad got into a bad wreck, and they was care flighting him to Abilene Hospital. Abilene, Texas. From Sweetwater. She had just got off the phone with him because he came in off of a run because he was a truck driver. And he called her and he asked her what was for supper. And she told him what she had fixed. I believe it was roast beef and some pie after for dessert. She always fixed some kind of dessert. That's what fattened him up. But anyways, he asked what was for supper. She told him. He said, "Okay, I love you. I'll see you in about 10 minutes," because where his job was just right down the road from where they lived. And I believe my stepmom told me that after 30 minutes passed by, they realized there was something wrong. So she sent her son out there to look for him. And when they looked for him, they found out his pickup had veered off into a field and went right through a metal building. And in the police report, they put drunk driver. But he wasn't drunk, he had a damn stroke. And 3 months later, I knew he was dying. Something told me he was dying. I kept telling my family that's here, I said, "Dad's gonna die tonight." And sure enough, my brother started calling around, and my dad went from the nursing home, was in ICU. And I remember I was taking a bath, and when I got out of the bathtub, he had just called letting my mom know that my dad died. That was two worst things that happened, and I still regret it to this day, because he was up there in Sweetwater in a rehab, a nursing home, and I couldn't go see him. But the one thing I do remember that makes me feel better is I called him one day, and he answered the phone, and the nurse handed him the phone, and I said, "Dad, do you know who this is?" And he couldn't really talk. He could say "nah" or "yeah." And I said, "Do you know who this is?" He said, "Nah." And I said, "Well, you should. I'm the only son you got, just as good looking as you are." And he started laughing, and then he started talking. And I heard the nurse tell him in the background, "Keep talking. First time you talk, keep talking." Because up to that point, he hadn't been able to talk. So I'll always remember that I was the first person he cared to talk to. That's why I know exactly what Pickle Boy's going through with his dad passing away. And like I said, my dad's been dead 11 years. No, it don't get no easier. It gets harder, as a matter of fact, because the longer you can't talk to him, the harder it gets. you want to talk to them more and more. And when you have a dream like that, where you think your family's here to see you, and you wake up and ain't here, then it's really hard as hell. Really hard. But like I said, my family, we're all sick. I guess you could say we're a bunch of sick heads. My wife, she got the conjunctivitis, I guess. Or as my mom calls it, she calls it the crud. My daughter, she's getting better, but she's still being a brat. She being a pain in my arse. And I'm gonna pause this and get her over here because I know she wants to talk. I gotta get her ears unplugged. We'll be back in a second. For me, it'll be a few minutes. For y'all, you won't even know it. We will be back momentarily. She had to go to the Grand Throne. Be back in a minute. Sorry about that. She's being a little brat. She changed her mind. She don't want to get on video, but please push that like, subscribe button, and we'll make more videos. If you got a dad out there, love him all you can. A dad is the best thing in the world. When he dies, you realize how much you did love him. Until later, peace out, folks.